Book 340. Good morning, good morning. Welcome back to Morning Motivation with Matthew Daniels, and today I'm going to tell you guys about Area 22 and the Prison of Disembodied Souls, Part 3. That's right, Area 22 and the Prison of Disembodied Souls, Part 3. But what is Matthew Daniels talking about? A long time ago, in Area 22 and the Prison of Disembodied Souls, Part 2, the man stammered out, "You can't be King James. You're supposed to be dead." And with that, the man passed out from sheer shock and collapsed to the floor. The four shadowy figures who had been following him watched these events unfold from a safe distance. When the man finally regained consciousness, he was horrified to find himself lying on the floor, looking up into the eyes of four shadowy figures hovering over him. Leaping up out of fear and taking several steps backward, my ancestor demanded to know what was going on. The shadowy figure then went on to explain that the facility they were standing inside of was designed to harness the energy of human souls. When mankind had successfully mapped the entire human genome, the first thing they did was run thousands of experiments in an attempt to learn how to clone a living organism. It took many years to perfect the process, but eventually the American government taught themselves the science of cloning. The first human ever cloned was cloned from the remains of a man who had died some 6,000 years ago. Amazingly, when the ancient man was cloned, the bioenergetic signature of his DNA sent signals to the next realm that seemed to call to his soul like a beacon. Because his physical body was brought back to the earth, his soul seemed to seek out this body so that it might continue to live inside of it. This cloned body had a consciousness of his own, however, and his soul found no rest within its flesh. So, it was stuck in this realm in close proximity to the clone, unable to break free from the magnetic-like call of his DNA. When the scientists realized that every clone attracted the soul of its original existence, they began experimenting with ways to trap the soul so that they might study it as well and determine if it held any value to their endeavors. Over time, the American government cloned hundreds of humans from the remains found in many archaeological excavations, and they created a system of trapping the souls which returned to their bodies so that they might harness the energy of these disembodied souls. The shadowy figure then said that they were held captive for decades until one of the scientists began to feel bad about what they were doing, and he turned on his co-workers and sought to free the clones from their cages. A battle ensued, and after the smoke cleared, all of the scientists, even the one who sought to free the clones, were dead. During the battle, a control panel was damaged, and four of the souls managed to escape their containment units, and they then sought a way to free the rest of the souls from their respective clones. Unfortunately, though, the lack of a physical body made their task more difficult, and they could not go far from their clones since they were attracted by its DNA. So, they had to seek out a human who was alive that carried that same genetic signature of the human they once were. As fate would have it, the freed souls detected a DNA signature that they could easily travel to, and they left the base trying to find its owner. The man took some time to process all of this information, and it dawned on him what they were saying. Pointing to himself, the man said, "It's me, isn't it? I am the one with the DNA signature you are attracted to." "That is correct," the shadowy figure said, "and we need your help to escape." The man looked around the lab at the various cages. "So," he said, "before I help you, I have a question. Which one of these clones do I descend from?" To be continued in Area 22 and the Prison of Disembodied Souls, Part 4. And so, the morning motivation of today is Area 22 and the Prison of Disembodied Souls, Part 3. There is a secret about life that not many are willing to reveal to you. This secret is that you must be careful about the people which you choose to share the most intimate parts of your body with. Your soul is connected to the body you are in, and when you give people unbridled access to you, you inadvertently give them access to your very soul as well. If you share yourself with the wrong types of individuals, they can use this connection to imprison you and control you and take away from you the ability to enjoy the life that you have been given. Today, realize how precious and special you really are. Be very selective with those you share yourself with, and always strive to do that which is good. And remember, you are awesome, you are amazing, you are wonderful, and you are great. And you are going to change the world. I just hope I'm still allowed to see it, family. I'm out. Good morning. To order books in the Morning Motivation with Matthew Daniels book series, search Morning Motivation with Matthew Daniels on Amazon.com or visit www.dandyandbigherm.com.